Imagine spending 7 years in law school, all to get fired because you can't keep your hands to yourself. Stay tuned. All right, welcome to another episode of Claire Haire. Today we're going to be talking about the now infamous Anthony Orlich. He's not rich. His career's in a ditch. I don't know what his last name is. Y'all gotta help me on that. I'm not good with my English. So basically today's story is this viral story about TikTok about unfortunate Black queen who had her hair snatched off by this. Well, we don't know if he's an attorney anymore. He might be disbarred. We don't know. But basically she was minding her business, just walking, minding her business, melaning and everything. Comes up, snatches her wig off, and then she confronts him afterwards, and he has a smirk on his face. He has a smirk on his face. He's not really giving her any type of attention. But I can tell, as someone who reads body language, you can just see the nervousness in his face. Like, you can tell that he's really nervous, and he's like, this is the end of it. Somebody, I don't know if he's a friend or somebody off the street, was like, you need to apologize and blah blah. And the main thing that kills me is the fact that there's no apology that can do that. Like, you gotta understand that the impact of him doing that is he's currently, allegedly he's been let go, but we don't know. But he's an attorney in New York, and if you know any of your law friends, hug them tight, because it is so hard to get barred in New York. Like, you might as well become, like, you can't even become a paralegal in New York. Like, getting barred in New York is so hard. It's one of the hardest tests to pass, and you lost your job because you can't mind your business. I'm sorry. I don't know how to mess up my own bag. Like, I just couldn't imagine messing up my own bag because I have no personality. So the impact of this is just peace of mind. Like, it's honestly one of the reasons why, and I'll get into the story later on, but it's honestly one of the reasons why I don't wear long extensions that are not secured, because of the fact that, like, I don't know who's gonna use me as their content today. I don't know who's gonna come up and snatch, whatever, if it's not secured. Also, this is further confirmation that we're not to be respected, we're to be made fun of, we're to be made jokes of. And it's just very debilitating, because the fact that people are just like, this is overzealous of them to try to prove that they're down or blah blah. But we're gonna get into why this legally needs to be punished as well. I feel like, ironically, more people are going to actually try this, because he has literally become an overnight distance station where everybody is going to know his name by the end of the week. You heard it here first. Everybody's going to know his name by the end of the week. I feel like more people are going to try to go viral. But the thing about it is, like, I don't know why you guys keep playing with your money when we are in a recession and inflation is not on the decrease, it's on the increase. And I feel like some people don't understand the impact of doing pranks, because I've seen a lot of pranks where, like, you can tell that it's a prank because, like, there's not straight backs, it's like a ponytail under the wig, and, like, they know that it's gonna be snatched off because it's part of a prank. But I do feel like the impact of pranks has, pushed more people to try this stuff on regular people who aren't. Like, I don't know if y'all know this little secret, but a lot of these pranks are pre-orchestrated. Like, they all know each other. It's a script that's been printed out. Like, they all know each other. It's not random people off the street like you guys think, because I can tell by one, you guys aren't good actors. I was like, one, you guys aren't good actors or actresses. Number two, the script seems very repetitive. Like, stuff that happens naturally doesn't really require a script. It just comes out very organic. It kind of comes out almost imperfect. Like, the joke isn't all the way funny because it hasn't been rehearsed, written, or peer reviewed. So, I feel like there's just, like, a lot of these pranks that have gone viral of snatching wigs, I feel like in his way, he was cosplaying. You got to think of the mind of somebody who's an idiot, who's very easily influenced. But I feel like from my personal experience, I'll go into that real quick, is that I was going into a pool party. This is like in my college days. And I was going to a pool party and I had a short Holly Berry wig on. And I remember I had my stuff with me. And the thing about it is, like, I purposely, whenever I go to a pool party, I never wear extensions of any kind because I know people are childish. I know people are childish. And I'm walking by the pool and I have all my stuff with me. I have all my stuff with me, right? I have all my stuff with me. I have my bag. I have everything. And I have my bag and everything and all my stuff in my phones, whatever. I literally, it happens before I can even think about it. Some dude that I personally said, no, I'm not interested in, because honestly, he was not, it wasn't that he wasn't attractive, it's that his personality was disgusting. And I'm not a fan. I'm a big personality person, to where, like, if your personality literally gives me, like, makes my skin crawl, I don't care. You could be a male model. You could be Idris Elba, that's who you guys like, right? Or Damson Idris, whatever. If you have an ugly personality, you are literally invisible to me. It's a no. I'll be polite because I was raised better, but it's a no. But you're not attractive to me anymore. So he took it upon himself to put all my stuff down. Mind you, like, my friends were trying to get lots of spots. So I guess I was walking too slow. And he put all my stuff down. I was like, he's about to drop me in the pool. And so what I did, the first thing I did was I grabbed my wig and I did this, and he dropped me in the pool. And you gotta understand, at the time, like, I didn't know how to swim. Like, I just started taking swim lessons, like, in my late 20s. You should too. I just started taking swim lessons in my late 20s because my parents didn't teach me. Yes, I know, blah, blah, blah. Shame, shame, shame. Sorrows and prayers. Sorrows, we know. But I started taking swim lessons, and at the time, I did not know how to swim at all. So he takes me with him, drops me into the 6 feet pool, which further proves that he is short, because the 6 feet pool, he was not. I rose up. I rise up. I rise up. But, you know, as soon as I basically stood up, because like I said, I'm 5'10", as soon as I stood up and got to the edge of the pool, I remember, like, my wig, like, I wanted to take my wig off so bad. The chlorine got to it. It was horrible. It was dry. And I just remember thinking that he's got to understand, whatever chance you thought you had with even dating or even breathing my air is gone. And so I remember I grabbed everything, you know, wig still wet. And I remember it was just sitting on my head. So the first thing I did was, 'cause I always bring a brush, because like I said, people are childish. Like, I intend to be always ready. So I don't got to get ready, because I know people are childish. So I made sure that I already had a brush ready, right? And so basically I already had a brush ready. And so, like, I went to the bathroom just frustrated. I brushed my wig, blah, blah. I come outside. He was like, oh, hey, he literally tried to talk to me. I walked past him. I made him feel like he didn't exist. Leo vibes. I made him feel like he didn't exist. And then afterwards, I remember he tried to follow me on Facebook. He tried to message me. Because, you know, on Facebook, unfortunately, if you're not friends, you can still message a person, unfortunately. And so, like, he tried to message me on Facebook. And I was just like, absolutely not. Like, I deleted and blocked him, all that, blah, blah. To this, legend has it that he's still in the friend. Legend has it he's still trying to get a friend request. But the main moral of the story is the fact that something was done without my permission. Something was done without my permission, and something was done to make me feel uncomfortable about wearing extensions, to where now, to this day, even though I'm grown and I'm always packing now, to this day, I still, whenever there's a pool party, I immediately take whatever extension I have out, I slick my hair back into this little bunny bun, and I go to the pool. I don't wear extensions to the pool anymore, unless it's braids, and that's it. So that's secure, no one can't rip out. And it sucks that I can't come to the pool with a wig on, because I know someone's going to be childish about it. And then I would say the main part is, like, how should we solve this? So the punishment so far is that allegedly he's been let go from his job, his practice. And like I said, there's no way to confirm that. You know, we're not gonna get like the termination letter, like, unless they publicize it. I don't know. It is an attorney's office, so there's probably a lot of legalities that they can't release it. But I personally feel like I read a lot of the comments under the original video, and it was basically saying how, oh, this is too far, like he shouldn't be fired, it was just joking, it was just this, it was just that. I was like, you gotta understand, this 2023, baby, everybody's itching to cancel somebody. So you doing this is the main reason why people be so itching to cancel somebody and cancel first, ask questions never. And, you know, I just feel for her, because it's just like, she literally was probably just minding her business. Just imagine you walk out your door and you just gotta think about, is someone gonna snatch my extensions off today because they think it's funny because you don't respect my demographic. Like, that's the main thing, is that it's the lack of respect. It's the lack of respect, because like I said before, we are not the only people who wear extensions. There's the toupees, there's extensions out there. It's just that we make it look seamless. So a lot of people have that envy of that. We can change our look seamlessly, and some people internalize that and they act out that way. I also feel like there is the influence of prank culture. I feel like there's an influence of prank culture where a lot of people feel like they can do what they see, like they can do what they see on the television. And I feel like you got to understand the law side of it, is that this is assault. And I know a lot of people will sit there and be like, he just touched your wig. I was like, assault. Let's type in what the definition of assault. Assault is anytime you physically encounter with another human. We gotta put human now. Anytime you physically encounter with another human and the touch or interaction is not wanted by the person that the action was placed upon, that is assault. So for example, if I'm standing somewhere and you come up and tickle me, I own your car now by Friday. That's assault. So you guys people always go to the extreme and think assault is not, people always think the assault is not like full on combative. Like literally assault is any type of action that is not wanted by the other person. So you go out to tickle a person, they have every right to sue you for assault. And like, you're touching her wig. And like I said, like when I wear my extensions are secured to my follicles. So if I ever wear a wig and somebody snatch it off, a chunk of my scalp is coming with it. And I will be putting that in the report. Sorry, there's like a bug. There's like a bug. But just know a chunk of my scalp's coming with it, because it's literally, and like I know some women who they sew their wig down. So just imagine somebody trying to snatch it off and someone sews their wig down. Like I'm just more scared for her safety of her scalp, because there is further injury. Because when I wear my extensions are sewed down. They're sewed down, they're crocheted down. So I was just mostly scared for her, because I was afraid. I was really afraid, like a big sister. I was really afraid that, like, I'm glad she's okay, but I was really afraid that I was really afraid for her scalp, because I know when I wear extensions, they're to my scalp. And like, what if it was glued on? So now she has traction alopecia because someone cannot keep their hands to themselves. And I truly am going to be monitoring this story. So if there's any big updates, I will make another video. I think this is gonna be my last video for May. So no videos until June 1st. I play so much. But definitely tell me what your thoughts are. Like, what do you think about it? And like, just hearing, like, the thing that's like really resonating with me is just hearing the desperation of her voice of saying, what was the reason? Why? Like, why? And he can't even give her one. He doesn't have one. You know, he's emotionally inept. He doesn't have the emotional capacity to really understand what he did. Like, even if she, you know, goes to court and wins $3 or $4 million for this case, like, there's no amount of money that can give you peace of mind. So don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.